My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is August 7th, 2026. It is 3:18 a.m. I just did a video about Haiti, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna schedule it for Wednesday. What's the date? For Wednesday the 12th. Okay, so go check it out and let me know where you are listening or watching my videos. I hope more Haitians are watching those videos. All right, so there's a couple things I want to share with you. Let's go right to it. All right, let's pick up the first tweet. Oh, regarding fundraising. I was reading a comment. This is the video that I just did about Haiti. Let me share.
Nous, c'est la jeunesse Haïti. Nous camper ensemble pour nous faire des voix. Nous avons un message nous envie faire passer. Nous voulons Haïti avec le monde tendez. Nous voulons vivre. Oui, nous-mêmes jeunes, nous envie vivre. Nous envie rêver.
Nous envie lever dans matin pour nous connaître projet qui dans tête nous qu'a réaliser.
Pour ça fait, nous besoin accès, nous besoin opportunité, nous besoin un bon environnement pour nous capable développer talent.
Nous besoin sécurité. C'est pas.
All right, so I've already recorded this for another video. So because of the music, I just realized that I have to manipulate it again. All right, so go check it out. It's on Wednesday the 12th at 6 p.m. All right, so let's focus on other topics. All right, okay. The other day I was not the other day, literally yesterday, I was reading a comment saying that don't forget to mention about the fundraising that the squads are doing for Harry and Meghan's birthdays. So Meghan's birthday came and go, and it continues. The same fundraising is continuing for Harry. Okay, so this is what this is about. The link of it will be in the description. I will share it again on my community board to remind some of you. All right, Squaddies, it's that time of the year again in honor of Princess Meghan and Prince Harry's birthdays. We're fundraising for the Royal Children's Hospital Melbourne's music therapy program. Please donate if you can. Every contribution helps ensure that all children have the opportunity to thrive. Okay, so the link of this will be in the description. It's taking a while. All right, so this is the retweet. There's some comments, saying thank you. Let's go into that. Okay, global Sussex supporters, wherever you are in the world, thank you for joining us in honor of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex birthdays. Today, we gather not because we are all the same, but because we share a common belief that kindness can change lives. Welcome to our global global symphony of kindness. Okay, so let's listen to this. I don't think I played this in my last recording. Obviously, if there's music, I have to change it. Okay, I have to remind you guys every time I play any videos. Oh, that is so nice.
You wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly.
power of music to children who need it most.
All right, so I cannot play this properly for you to see without me manipulating. What I'm gonna do, I recorded exactly as it was shown. I'm gonna put it on our part of Pew Service. It's another channel that I have where I've been abandoning it for a while, where I usually share Harry and Meghan's work. YouTube refused to monetize it. So lately, whenever I have videos that I want to share with you in its original form, even if YouTube decided to, put a copyright thing on it, it's fine because I'm not getting any money for it. But it's for you to see, okay? If you have not come across it. So go on our part of Pew Service to watch it, okay? All right, so that's all of that. And the link, and the link for you to donate will be in the description as well. All right, so go our part of Pew Service to check it out, to see it much better. All right, let's focus on the tweets. First tweet. Okay. It's giving Mrs. Prince Harry's wife, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Sussex, Princess Meghan, Prince Archie, and Princess Elizabeth's mom. I like the way the squad be doing that. It irritates the Devengers. It's unbelievable how these people operate, how someone else's life irritate them. All right, their body language and chemistry is fire, and that last one feels intimate. Look at Harry. He can't wait. I am so happy for both of them because the way that they were treating him over there, it's so unfair. And look how they're treating Meghan now. Okay, and may God continue to protect them and Meghan's well-being for both of them, to be there for their children, and God protect their children. Okay, happy belated birthday, Princess Meghan. She's having a good time. Yes, love always wins. There's the heart here. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. The squad was still talking about the birthday. There was a Devanger who said something. Oh, stop talking about Meghan's birthday and things like that. And the squad said, the Sussex squad tells, determine when we stop celebrating Meghan's birthday. And I added in one of the comments and said, I thought August is Meghan's month. Something like that. All right, next tweet. What has happened to we don't need them? They are irrelevant. Why is the narrative now changing? Could it be that they now realize how useless and ineffective the leftovers are? Or do they now see the pull and star power of this amazing couple? They know. And this is why in that video I started ranting about the prayers. When Harry and Meghan goes to places, the indigenous people of the land pray for them. Colombia, Nigeria, and I'm not sure if it's Australia, but I'm saying Australia, but it's when they did that tour, they did the prayer for them. So these prayers from the originals, it's what's protecting them, because the force that behind them against them, okay, his father's family against them, putting the word out everywhere they go. They're not supposed to get security.
Arguments. At this point, I'm feeling very let down. It's the minority of people, especially those that read the tabloids and the press themselves. The press themselves have incited so much hatred towards myself, my wife, and even our children. That's hard to forgive. I actually couldn't believe it. I thought with all the disagreements and all of the chaos that's happening, the one thing that I could rely on is my family keeping me safe. And not only did they decide to remove my security in the UK, but they also signaled to every single government around the world not to protect us.
What's really protecting them? The prayers that the indigenous people they visit, okay, from those respective countries. Let me not forget Canada as well. They pray for them. The indigenous people of the land, they pray for them. This is what's helping them. Okay, and then they doing the footwork as well. Harry don't just let himself go and said, "Oh, the prayers will protect me." No, he maneuvered around and the prayers helped guide him. Okay, things that he needed to see for himself. Let's say, for instance, that one time he went back to the UK, the police escort him and then they left him. They didn't pick him back up because the palace, I think, knew he was there. So they told them, probably, in my humble opinion, to leave him and then send their dogs behind him. And Harry, who's pretty much a physical person, very active, was able to bring himself to a safety. So those prayers helped him to realize, okay, this is what they planned for you. While you're by yourself, let you experience what it will be if your kids, your wife, and things like that were to be with you. So those prayers help him, guide him to make certain decisions, when to go by yourself, when to not go by yourself. And this is why I said in one of my videos that Haiti needs to go back to their indigenous prayers, which is the voodoo. The European make voodoo look in a negative way because their minds are in the negative. If they know how to do the prayers of the indigenous people, they will use it for destruction. So they use their propaganda to say Haiti who have the indigenous type of prayers, which is the voodoo, connect themselves with the land and the whatever, however it works. Okay? Make it look bad. So the Haitian could disconnect themselves with that. And now what happened to Haitian? Many of them are lost. Not really lost, but they can't, how will I put it? They need to be together, to come together and connect themselves with the land and protect it. So them disconnect with the land and their foundational type of prayers, those who practice Catholicism, Judaism, could still reconnect themselves in that way to bring the country back together. This is what's helping Harry and Meghan. When they go to those countries in Canada, Nigeria, Colombia, different places in, I'm saying Australia, but I don't think it's Australia. But if it is, it is. The indigenous people who know how to connect with the land, they pray for them. So Haiti needs to do that for themselves. This is what helped them free themselves from slavery. Okay, so that's that. Okay, I'm sorry, but I hope they don't go back to the UK. The tabloid and the royalists are evil, envious, and disgustingly rude. There is no fixing them. You're right, and I agree. The world is obsessed with Harry and Meghan, no wonder. And the thing is that what I wish for Harry and Meghan, all right, not only protection and safety and to be able to provide for themselves, is for them to never let their guard down. Never, 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 never. Because the evil just want a small little of opportunity. That's all they need. Just one small opportunity, and then they will create their destruction. Perfect example. Look at this. We thought we got rid of Trump in 2020. And then we gave them one more. I have to say we, even though I didn't vote for him, because collectively as a country, we all won when we do the vote and things like that. He won, okay, with an asterisk on it. All right. There were a lot of things that went on in the 2024 election. Burning ballot boxes and all that. That's a different story. But he is the president of the United States. He represents me. He represents many, every Americans. Okay? Look how much destruction he's doing in the country. All he needed was one more to get in. The first time he was there, okay, there were well-minded people, Americans who know about the law, who, wanted to stay within the boundary of the law, did not let him do the things that he's doing now.
Served as the Chief of Staff of the Department of Homeland Security under the Donald Trump administration. I would go into the office, I would read my intelligence brief, and then it was my job to help the Department of Homeland Security to keep our country safe. What we saw week in and week out, and for me after 2.5 years in that administration, was terrifying. We would go in to try to talk to him about a pressing national security issue, cyber attack, terrorism threat. He wasn't interested in those things. To him, they weren't priorities. But the president wanted to exploit the Department of Homeland Security for his own political purposes and to fuel his own agenda. The California wildfires. On a phone call with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, he told FEMA to cut off the money and to no longer give individual assistance to California. He told us to stop giving money to people whose houses had burned down from a wildfire because he was so rageful that people in the state of California didn't support him and that politically it wasn't a base for him. The policies at the border, he wanted to restart zero tolerance and separate families. He said he wanted to go further and have a deliberate policy of ripping children away from their parents to show those parents that they shouldn't come to the border in the first place. A lot of the time, the things he wanted to do not only were impossible, but in many cases illegal. He didn't want us to tell him it was illegal anymore because he knew that there were, and these were his words, he knew that he had magical authorities. He was one of the most unfocused and undisciplined senior executives I've ever encountered. I came away completely convinced based on firsthand experience that the president was ill-equipped and wouldn't become equipped to do his job effectively. And what's worse, was actively doing damage to our security. People who are still serving in this administration have said to me, just wait until the second term. It'll be no holds barred. It'll be shock and awe. We'll do what we want. Given what I've experienced in the administration, I have to support Joe Biden for president. And even though I'm not a Democrat, even though I disagree on key issues, I'm confident that Joe Biden will protect the country. And I'm confident he won't make the same mistakes as this president.
So we give him another chance. Again, I'm saying we with an asterisk. We give him another chance and look what happened. So evil just need one small of opportunity, they will do their destruction. So for Harry and Meghan, what I'm praying is not only for their safety, well-being, and health, safety, prosperity, and to always be on guard. Okay? No matter where you go, always be on guard. Don't let your guard down. Because evil, never forget. All right, the world is okay. I read this, you're right, and it really is no wonder because they are not only an amazing couple, but they are compassionate and empathetic and devoted their time to bring good. They work hard and are not stuck up. People oriented with heart of gold who won't like them and support them. Okay, why this? All right, so there's a lot more. You could pause and read. Let's go to the next tweet. I'm starting to see the font very small. When I start reading like a freaking 4-year-old, I'm seeing the font very small. All right, next week. When is a birthday is not just a birthday. When is Princess Meghan's birthday? Because it's also a day for Royal Rat's calendar to tell more lies, which does nothing but confirm that all they do is lie. And all Princess Meghan does is remain unbothered. They start their nonsense. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. There is nothing that offends the sporadic terrorists and the toxic British media than seeing a joy, carefree HRH Princess Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, beloved soulmate of HRH Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. All their rotten little hearts can do is lie, because they need to stop posting and refuting their lies and their ability to set and control the narrative. What they say. Alright, a dance around Meghan's brand new kitchen, hidden details, and Duchess' birthday video show revamped space at her £11 million Montecito mansion, including 2 island tiles inspired by her love of Portugal and a pot filler top. What they would have said if they told the truth. A dance around Princess Meghan's kitchen, a brand new lies from us. We lower our cost of their home, didn't mention the number of bathrooms, but we are pretending the 2 islands and pot filler tops are new and tying the old tiles to Portugal. There's this here. What is that? 2018. Okay, it's too small. I cannot see it. Unbelievable. Como really have voters scrounging for shillings? Articles like this cement how naive it is or was for voters to believe in the firm's plan a Sussex return. The cartoons and narratives that lampoon how the Sussexes have boomeranged and the voters are beggars. Love wins as ever. Let's go to the next tweet. There was a video I saw on YouTube where I think, the YouTuber took some TikTok videos, bring it onto YouTube. That's how I was able to see them. How some Brits who had traveled to the US, I guess for the World Cup, have seen the US in a different lens. It seems like in the UK, they portrayed the US in a negative way.
This woman existed. All the alarm bells rang at Buckingham Palace, and I could almost hear them saying, "Pull the shutters down. It's an invasion."
She's mixed race, she's American, she's a divorcee, actress. Those are 4 ticks. No member of the royal family, the senior members, ever thought they would see having to be ticked when it came to Harry's bride.
All the things that frightened the royal family have suddenly arrived on their doorstep. I can hear Diana laughing now.
Meghan's marrying into a family which has, to put it mildly, a dodgy track record on race. It's not Meghan Markle's problem, it's their problem.
This woman existed. All the alarm bells rang.
Let me see if I could find it, and then I'll come back to this. I think it was this video here. You guys call this normal. British tourists couldn't believe what Americans actually call normal. Let me see if I could share a small portion of it.
This is going to sound ridiculous, right? I get really excited over things like this. This is the first time this has happened in America in like 3 months, and I've been here a long time, right? So I've just been to the grocery store. It's like the movies, right? I pay for.
But anyway, I'll leave the link in the description. They were saying they're sorry the way. I'm not even sure if it was this. There's been so many of them. They're sorry the way the British media was portraying America and Britain. Okay, so during the World Cup, when they came to the US, they saw a completely different America, how friendly Americans are and things like that. All right, so when these people, because they control the Murdoch people, they control the media. So in the US, I don't know, I don't watch regular TV and things like that. I've been telling you I don't have cable anymore. So in the US and probably in regular TV, they're probably portraying the UK as bad to the eyes of them, or maybe a positive, because I'm seeing some YouTube videos where it's mostly positive because they want the whites to come in the US and they're getting rid of the darker skins. Okay, the same thing that Argentina have done. Okay, that's what they're trying to do in the US. But in the UK, those people that were speaking in the video were saying they were surprised to see how nice America is. And pretty much, I'm sure many people outside of the US hear of those mass shootings because of guns and things like that. All right. But anyway, I'm losing track of my thing. So yeah, that's that. When I'm editing, I'll see what the point of bringing all of that. So this is the next tweet. Amanda Platell has finally lost the plot. This voyeur claims to be furious that Charles will consider attending the 2027 IG, saying his attendance will be a betrayal to royalists who she claims supported him when Harry and Meghan left. She concluded her unhinged rant by claiming Charles will be letting down everyone if he put fatherhood before duty and gave in to Harry's supposed invitation. What asylum has she recently escaped from? Because only a mad person could write such nonsensical tripe. Unbelievable. Well, Charles I believe he attended the very first Invictus. I don't know about the rest. The Netherlands, which is the one that I fully invested in, even when it came to the US, I didn't really watch it. I wasn't doing videos for Harry and Meghan at that time. But the one that I sort of pay attention to are the Netherlands, the Germany, and recently the Canadian one. He didn't attend. I don't know, from the very first one, where Harry opened first Invictus, I remember seeing Charles, William, the rest of the family. Not all of them, but Charles, Catherine. Was Catherine there? I'm not sure if she was there. William, I know he was there, and the horse. So, I don't know. And the thing is that it's not... for Charles is to support the vets, because they have risked it for the monarchy. When they do their national anthem, is it to the king or something? They're holding on their last string of hope. Okay, that's pretty much what's happening here. They're holding on their last string of hope. Alright, the Invictus Game. Let's just move. The Invictus Game Committee invites every head of state of the hosting country, who is the hell is Amanda Platell, to dictate to the king what invitation he can and cannot accept. She is making a meal of something that is customary. Thank you, exactly. Amanda Platell rage speaks volume. Charles and Camilla were always in lockstep with the royal vat. Meeting with the Sussex family doesn't match the usual narrative he has presented to the vat. This woman never gets it. Apart from being Prince Harry's father, he is the head of state of the United Kingdom. The king has to be there to support the veterans. The woman who wrote the nonsense did not know what she is writing about. She needs to be re-educated on protocol. Exactly, well said. When the Invictus was in the Netherlands, the king showed up. If he's present at an event that honor and support vets who literally bled for the kingdom, like I was just saying, he rules over betrays or royalists, then F the royalists because that's his actual job. If he isn't there, it's a slap in the face to vet and further diminishes the monarchy. Guess that's okay. Well, it could be, okay, what could possibly be why this woman wrote that article? The media in the UK. Remember when Harry said his family are scared?
I'm acutely aware of where my family stand and how scared they are of the tabloids turning on them.
Turning on them for what? They're the royal family.
Yes, but it's there is this invisible, what's termed or referred to as the invisible contract behind closed doors between the institution and the tabloids, UK tabloids.
How so?
Well, it is to simplify it. It's a case of if you as a family member are willing to wine, dine, and give full access to these reporters, then you will get better press.
What do you care about better press if you're royal?
I think everyone needs to have some compassion for them in that situation, right? There is a level of control by fear that has existed for generations. I mean, generation
But who's
after
controlling?
generation.
Because they're trying to take over. The goal is to get rid of them, and they want to take control. Okay? They want to be the one to take control. So if he doesn't show up and put scare tactic on Charles, and if he still doesn't understand his level of power, that is Charles, it's very sad. Okay? So this royal rat probably putting scare tactic on him, and he may not show up. So the people of the United Kingdom to be against Charles, and then for Charles to leave the office, and then those royal rats will take over. This is their blueprint all over. All over. They will make the people go against them. All right, brilliantly said. Every word you stated is exactly their role and should never be questioned. All right, let's go to the next tweet. There's more comment, but let's move on. Oh my God, I have a lot. Okay, next tweet. So I'm not sure Rupert, Lowe, and Matt Goodwin are saying King Charles is not white British. Are they saying he isn't British or that he isn't white? Is this a royal rumor I haven't heard of, according to sources close to an expert in something? I saw this. At that time, I don't think all these responses were there. I was able to take as many screenshots as possible, but I think there's more. Like 11 minutes ago, so this is new. 6 hours ago, maybe this was there. 8 hours, this probably was there. 10 hours, 2 hours, maybe not so much. But anyway, when I saw this, I put it on the list, and I'm like, this is the noise they're probably starting for Charles to get out of there, to get to the people, remind the people, he is not British, okay? Get him out of there. Remember what I just said a few minutes ago. They must be referring to the persistent that Queen Charlotte, the wife of George III, was partly black. Is he white German? I think he fails that test because his dad was Greek. That explains it. Okay, since Prince Philip was Greek, both of Chuck's parents aren't British. Therefore, Chuck and his sibling don't qualify as British. I'm laughing along with the comment. Some has nothing better to do than to stir up controversy on race or color. It is all part of their agenda to feel which way the wind is blowing so they can put their plan into action. Exactly. I agree with that. But when they keep on pointing fingers to dark-skinned people, and then when you really look deeper into other things, who's British and who's not, they have to go to the bloodline to see where you fit in. All right, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. So they're starting to make noise with that. All right, next tweet. All right, let's pause this. Here's the way a royalist like Jeremy Vine finally said Kate Middleton is hella boring without saying she's hella boring, and the way a royal reporter like Simon Vegard rolls off propaganda pretending Kate with her imposter syndrome actually enjoy life in the royal cage. All right, 43 seconds. I don't know how recent this is, okay? It came under my timeline. I'm sharing it with you.
I feel I can't get a handle on Kate, and that's not her fault. I'm sure it's my fault, but I feel she's like a silent movie queen. She's mysterious to me. Now, I know she's been ill, and that's a big part of it, and she's also probably quite private, but I can't sort of work out who she is, and I don't know if she's enjoying it.
Oh yeah, no, she's well. Key thing is they have to split between what's private and what's public, and protecting their children. No, she is enjoying it, and the cancer diagnosis and treatment has sort of turbocharged her public role. So you'll definitely see more of Catherine. I was told by somebody who was there at the very start that we didn't want to rush our fences. They love a horsey analogy. And public speaking was definitely an issue early on, but she's had coaching on that.
I feel I can't get a
They're putting that sickness, mental, the same thing they did to Princess Diana after she passed. Well, even when she was alive. But the thing is, Kate is alive. She's not defending herself. Okay? So they create the narrative for her. And I think this could be something that maybe William is sent to their dogs to talk about it. Because the last time they made public appearance, which I talked on my last recording, is that she was talking to that cancer person. I don't remember the name, something Hoy. And while William was in the car waiting for her, she kept on talking. So maybe this is the blowback from it. I don't know. So public speaking is her weakness. No wonder half in and half out wouldn't work, because there will be more skills. There will be more skills she will have to improve. Okay, no more one-word index card speeches. LOL. There was a video where she had to say something. She looked in the card. That's what she's making reference to. For effing sake, when are these predators going to let go? It's been 6 years since Meghan has left. Yet they can't keep her name out of their mouth. Well, they didn't mention her name here. I don't know how long this segment was, but I didn't hear her saying anything about Meghan. 6 years yet. You can stop talking about those that want to F all to with her. Before her precancerous state, Kate was often called lazy. That's the first life weaponizing cancer for her personal flaws. She also avoids public speaking and typically relies on cue cards. Another lie is that she's improved. She's a PR Shyamalan with an identity disturbance. She's a PR Shyamalan with an identity disturbance. They seem to understand the meaning of privacy when it comes to others, but can't seem to understand it. Never mind, it's truly propaganda. We, the taxpayers, demand a refund on her coaching lesson. Kate still can't deliver a decent speech. How are you the future Queen of England and claim to be private? Child, please. Coaching. This one is a good one. Next tweet. I don't know. They'll make all sort of excuses for everybody else. They'll create a gray area for Harry, and they'll make it seem like there's no boundaries. For Harry, they feel like private is mixed with public and everything else, as if they could dictate how Harry live his life. But Harry consistently putting the boundary. Private is private, public is public, and things like that.
Chance my arm with a cheeky question. A bit like your mother, you are pursued every minute of every day by lots of people trying to take photographs, videoing, recording what you're saying, pushing. How can you possibly have a private life?
Cheeky question. You're right, that is a cheeky question. But And to be honest with you, sadly, that line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymore, and we will continue to do our best to ensure that there is the line. You know, we are completely aware that we're in a very privileged position, and I will spend the rest of my life, you know, earning that privilege and trying to bring a spotlight onto things and causes that really matter to me, and I hopefully matter to a lot of other people as well. Everyone has a right to their privacy, and you know, a lot of the members of the public get it, but sadly in some areas there is this sort of incessant need to find out every little bit of detail about what goes on behind the scenes. It's unnecessary. You know, I hope that people get to see me here in this Invictus role, you know, cracking on with the guys and mucking in and having a good time with them. And this is half my official role, but half my private role. This is what I enjoy doing, but the private life has to be private, and I hope people respect that.
All right, so someone
I feel I can't.
Okay, we tweeted again. I'm not gonna play the video again, but with the caption. Jeremy Vine admitting he can figure out who Kate is and whether she's even enjoying her role tells you everything you need to know about this boring, bland woman and why she is jealous of Meghan, who actually has a personality. It's bizarre that 15 years after she married into the royal family and with all the resources in her disposal, Kate is still using every excuse under the sun for her terrible public speaking and lack of work ethic, invisible cancer, children, blah blah blah, when all she needs to do is get off her ass and get some public speaking coaching. If 19-year-old Diana could do it, surely 44-year-old Kate can too. She can keep tearing down other women to elevate herself, but eventually she has to stand on her own merit. I was gonna say, I'm saying it there. Take a cue from Camilla. She doesn't do any public speaking, but she's still enjoying the role. And she's sure she doesn't give a F. You'd see when they go in public, when she doesn't want to be there, she take off her shoes and walk away. Oh my, if she had coaching on public speaking post-uni and that's the best they can do with her, then she's even thicker than everyone ever envisaged. Kate remains a fake, lazy, taxpayer-funded parasite of the bankrupt middle bum family of degenerates as ever. Right? Perfectly said. Some of these royalists prefer to see her do nothing but wear tiara, gown, smile, and wave, but we are not in the 60s or 50s. What a sad existence. Never a truer word said, spot on, and I agree with your every word. Great minds. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I think I'm gonna stop here. The next tweet we're gonna start with, the next tweet we're gonna start with is this, because I'm already 30 minutes, past 30 minutes. We're gonna start with this. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I'm telling you, YouTube is really getting my case. Look at it, $64.15, and they're suppressing the videos. So please share the videos and let me know where you are watching from, so I have an idea. All right, because YouTube is really suppressing the videos.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together. And if I may speak personally, we are all in this together. Because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.